Now let us look at the meaning of zero and negative indices. So we begin by looking at the zero index. You can consider a situation where 3 raised to power 5 is divided by 3 raised to power 5. So by the second law, we can have 3 raised to power 5 divided by 3 raised to power 5 equals to 3 raised to power 5 minus 5, which will give us 3 raised to power 0. But we are aware that a number divided by itself is equals to 1, with the exception of 0. So in this case, 3 power 5 divided by 3 power 5 is equals to 1. And therefore, we can conclude that 3 raised to power 5 divided by 3 raised to power 5 is equals to 3 raised to power 0, which is equals to 1. So it is important to note that any number with the exception of 0 raised to power 0 has the value of 1. So let's look at negative indices. So we consider 1 over 3 raised to power 5. Using the second law and the fact that 3 raised to power 0 is 1, we can rewrite 1 over 3 raised to power 5 as 3 raised to power 0 over 3 raised to power 5, which by second law will be 3 raised to power 0 minus 5. And this gives 3 raised to power negative 5. So we can therefore say that the 1 over 3 raised to power 5 is equals to 3 raised to power negative 5. So it is important to note how the interpretation between 1 over 3 raised to power 5 and 3 raised to power negative 5. Now, in general, a number raised to a negative index will be equals to 1 over that number raised to a positive index. In that case, we can say if you have 2 raised to power negative 3, this one is equals to 1 over 2 raised to power 3. So the same index, the only difference is that we reverse the sign. Let's look at example 5. We want to find 4 raised to power negative 3. So that would be equals to 1 over 4 raised to positive 3. So indicate the change in sign for the power, which will give us 1 over 64. We also have the second part of example 5. Evaluate 2 over 3 raised to power negative 2. So this would be equals to 1 over 2 over 3 raised to power 2. Again, you note the change in the sign, which will be equals to 1 over 4 over 9, and we can write that as 9 over 4, or 2 and a quarter.